What's going on, everybody? We are here, jumping on live. We are in the 11th hour of the day. It is 11:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just got finished watching the Miami Heat game against the Washington Wizards as Bam Adebayo went for 83 points, the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life. And so I had to do a couple of videos. Um, get some stuff up. I got a lot of other stuff to do tonight as well because I haven't watched a full Heat game in quite some time. But I'm going to jump on board here as we let people start funneling in. I know this is, of course, this is how I'm doing a lot of this stuff now. It's last minute. Um, and let's talk about this stuff because what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Uh, I don't even know anymore. What do y'all think they're going to do? I'd love to hear some comments on what people think the WNBA is going to do. Is the WNBA going to have a backbone? Is the WNBA going to decide to stand on business and say, no, 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 no? We are going to delay this season because we are not going to fold over to these players. Currently looking at ESPN right now, and I do not see anything about any agreement on the cover. Um, Don't see anything here about any agreements. They had a meeting or what have you where people were strolling on in at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, an hour and a half late for a meeting. You would think that they would have started this meeting at 9 o'clock in the morning. Instead, they stroll on whenever they feel like it. And I don't understand. I don't understand the mentality of these people. What's going on, Marvin? Thanks for jumping on board, sir. I don't understand the mentality of these people that you got to get something done. You don't want to have your season delayed. You don't want to crush all momentum that your league has built because of the one and only Caitlin Clark. And you got all these board members just lollygagging the fuck in. Why weren't they there in the morning? Why didn't they have a meeting yesterday? Why did all the things that these people say? Today's Monday. Today's Tuesday. Why in the world did they not have a meeting on Monday? Why didn't they have a meeting on Tuesday? Why weren't they meeting all weekend? You want to get this thing done, people, right? You want to have a season, right? Why aren't you sitting in front of the ownership, sitting in front of in front of the commissioner? Why aren't you demanding this? It's like they want to be viewed as the victim, which we all know that's what they want to be viewed as. But there's no victim here. There's two parties in a negotiation, and neither of them seem to be all that interested in making a deal. And I will put some ownership stuff on here because I think if the owners wanted to get here, they would have called for a meeting, but they know that they lose a lot more money by having a bad deal than they do if they have a good deal. I don't know about, I mean, I'm sure Nafisa Collier didn't show up. Wouldn't surprise me. I did see Ben's video on it earlier tonight. The fact that you're having a meeting at 5 o'clock, the day that you're saying is the deadline, I'm flabbergasted by the approach. And when you know you have a deadline, understand this very, very clearly is that the reality is this: you have the owners are gonna lose money if you don't play. They're gonna lose money either way. They just have to balance which loss is worse. And signing a 25% revenue share is a lot worse than missing 10 games, than handing some refunds back on tickets, than not making merch sales at games, than not having beer sold at games, than not um having to return some sponsor dollars. That costs a lot less than the 400 plus $1 million they claim to project to lose if they sign a deal with the players at the 20 at the current deal that the players have been demanding. I find myself, I mean, it's interesting because it's coming at the time during March Madness. It's coming at the time while the U.S. is about to play tomorrow against Puerto Rico, is in Puerto Rico. in the FIBA stuff. Like this is all coming at the same time, so it makes it even more. It makes it little bit weird, you know, to have to deal with because you do want, you have this team that's playing. You have board members that are on that team playing, and I mean, what time is the game tomorrow? It's in the afternoon. I think it's what 3:30 or something like that. Is it tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow, um, or Thursday. Whenever they play that game. So that they're in the hour 6 of the meeting, 12 minutes ago. Well, they got 45 minutes left, according to the WNBA, to have a deal on paper. I mean, realistically, again, if you're in an hour 6 of a meeting, why didn't you meet? Why didn't you get there at 9 o'clock in the morning? See, this is now where you have a desperation that's clearly on the players' behalf. They're desperate. They want to get a deal done because they're now their agents have now pulled out a calculator. Their agents pulled out the calculator and said, "This is how much money you're going to lose if you don't play. This is how much money you're going to lose if you don't play. You're going to lose fan base. You're going to lose money from. You're going to lose way more by not playing than if you take the fifth. You, if we're in hour 6 today, right? Yeah, Bam probably got laid before the game. I don't know. But they play tomorrow 8 p.m. Okay, gotcha. Tomorrow 8 p.m. I guess I'll watch. Wait, I have an event tomorrow night. Shit, I won't be home till probably about 8:30. So let's see if I can get home by 8. I'm wondering if Caitlin Clark will even start in this game. Like I'm wondering right now if we're gonna start if she's gonna start because I thought they played at 4:45. I thought that was a 4:45 game, but whatever it is, I'm wondering if she's gonna start. I wonder if they're gonna bring her off the bench. I mean, I don't know what y'all think, but I think they're gonna bring her off the bench. I think they're gonna bring her off the bench because I can't. How else would it be? How else would it be? They're not gonna start her. They're not. If they start her, I'll be. I will be shocked. I'll absolutely be shocked if they start her. Gotta say, I'm being real. So 4:45 tomorrow. Yeah, I have an event at 5:30. So yeah, that'll be really tough for me. I probably won't even get to watch the game. I'll have to record it or whatever. Um, but yeah, you have these players that are playing in Puerto Rico. Oh, Puerto Rico. Oh, Puerto Rico. Oh, can you imagine you convinced the star that she's not the star? Is that where we are? That they've convinced the star that she's not the star. Who's the star of this team then? Please, someone help me out here. Help me understand who is the star of this team. I mean, if it's not her, well, is it Chelsea Gray? Is it Kelsey Plum? Who is the star? If it's not Caitlin Clark, please do tell. Inquiring minds want to know who the star of this team. Oh, it's Paige Beckers. That's right. It's gotta be Paige. It's gotta be everybody except the actual star. Oh yeah, Angel Reese got to be the star. Is it Jackie Young? Oh no, it's Ray Burrell. Yeah, Ray Burrell. Look, man, I think Ray Burrell's hot as shit, but Ray Burrell on the Olympic level on an international team is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Who was the other one? Monique Billings. Did they put Monique Billings on this USA team? Monique Billings? Like, do y'all not understand that? Like, you went into the bottom of the barrel of talent to pull out Ray Burrell and Monique Billings? Bruh. Look, like I said, Ray Burrell's fine as shit, but basketball? 12 American basketball players? Is this what we're doing? Is this what we are doing? They're bringing people who is almost like when it's Aaliyah Boston who's out and Sonia Citrone who are out, right? Aaliyah Boston gets hurt and unrivaled. I mean, God, the Indiana Fever must be loving that. They must be absolutely loving the fact that their center is injured now, and you don't know how long she will be out for. There's no telling. You have no real idea. Um, you hope that it's nothing incredibly serious, but yeah, you have no clue. You don't know. Oh, the Lady Tigers winning the national championship. Hey man, if they do, I'll salute the shit out of them. If they win if the LSU Tigers win the national championship with that team, that will be one of the most outstanding coaching jobs that you've ever seen. And I criticize the crap out of Kim Mulkey. If she wins a national championship with that group that has no bigs, I will bow down and kiss the ring. I will kiss the ring. No question about it. But if you got these players, like that's the best they could find to add to this roster. We know Brianna Swift's not playing. We know Asia Wilson's not playing. We know Sabrina's not playing. Are you telling me there's nobody else but Ray Burrell and Monique Billings to make number 11 and 12 on this roster? I can't imagine. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. Isn't Kayla McBride an American? Isn't McBride an American? Is she hurt? She was born in where was she born? Is she playing in the European League? Is she playing overseas? I go, where was she born? Can we open this darn link up, please? Of course, it's going very, very slow. I mean, I guess Alyssa Thomas is Alyssa Thomas playing? I don't even think she's playing. It's very odd. Very odd that those are your two best players. If LSU wins, I still owe somebody a jersey. So now I don't know if McBride's an American. I kind of presume that she was. I don't know why I presume. I mean, was she born in the United States? Why is this shit not opening up? She was born in Pennsylvania. She's American. Says her hometown's Pennsylvania. Why are none of these links working right now? Hometown Erie, PA. Was she born in the US? Born in Erie, Pennsylvania. She's American. Why the fuck isn't she playing for you? Why wouldn't you have her on? Why wouldn't she be replacing Sonia Citrone? Why would they not call her? She got hurt. Okay. Again, another one getting hurt. I don't understand. Like, it's very, very odd. It's odd. It's very odd to me. I mean, hell, they couldn't. I'm not gonna say it. Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams is not good enough. Is Skylar Diggins on this team? I don't even know the roster, folks. Like that's where I am right now. I don't even know the roster because I know it changed. Team USA roster, women's basketball. That's what's the roster? All right, roster. Man, my internet is crawling today. This is nuts. This is nuts. It is like it is doing the spinning. Torn quad. Damn. That sucks. I don't know if they're the most dangerous 2 seed, but hey, they might. I mean, who knows? I love this. I wouldn't mind seeing them play against Vanderbilt, but I know that's not going to happen. So, Monique Billings, Paige Beckers, Ray Burrell, Caitlin Clark, Kalia Copper, Chelsea Gray, Derrierica Hamby, Ryan Howard, Kiki Irfin, Kelsey Plum, Angel Reese, Jackie. This team's got no bigs. This team has no bigs. I will tell you this. I don't know who they're playing. I don't know who is on the other side, but I can tell you this team is beatable. This isn't some elite squad. They are very void of height. Kiki Irvin's 6'3", Hamby's 6'3", Reese is 6'3". Those are your three biggest players. Your three biggest players are 6'3". They got no size on this team. Monique Billings is 6'3". This is not a big team at all. They don't have a real big. They don't have a real big. Very interesting. This roster is very. I mean, Aaliyah Boston was clearly their only big, like legitimate big. Do they not know how to put together a roster? That's crazy. I mean, but there's more than pool play, right? I have very, very little knowledge of this tournament, FIBA tournament. I mean, they're playing Senegal, for Christ's sakes. They're playing Senegal. Like obviously, who gives a shit? They're not going to lose to Senegal. But what if they play? Is it Belgium? How about France? Is France in this tournament? I don't even know. I guess I don't even know who's in this tournament, people. That's how uninterested I am. But the Olympic roster wasn't bad though. Like it was only bad to us because it didn't have Caitlin Clark, but it wasn't void of size. It wasn't void of size. They had Asia Wilson on that team. Like so they don't have Asia Wilson on this one. Man, my internet is up the ass right now. What the fuck? This is crazy. I have no idea, man. I don't know. I know nothing about this. Seriously. My knowledge of this shit is almost none. They started Gray, injured Gray. Okay. So there's 24 teams. Which 12 will make their way to Berlin? So how does this work? Okay, let's go over this. A total of 24 national teams will compete from the 11th to 17th of March across 4 tournaments in China, France, Puerto Rico, and Turkey. Each event features 6 teams playing a round robin format. So there's no this is an Olympic qualifier. Why in the world would the Olympic gold medal team have to qualify? The participating nations earn their places to the 2025 Continental Championships. The top 3 will qualify for the World Cup. So the U.S. FIBA World Women's America 2025 champ Belgium, whatever the fuck. Okay, who cares? The tournament in China, Belgium, Brazil, Czechia, Mali, South Sudan. In San Juan, you got U.S., Spain, Italy, Puerto Rico, New Zealand, and Senegal. You got in Turkey, Australia, Canada, Japan, Turkey, Hungary, Argentina. And in France, you got France, Nigeria, Germany, Republic of Korea, Colombia, and Philippines. Obviously, they're going to advance. They're going to make the Olympics. But this is not an incredibly great team. This is not a great team. This is you shouldn't have to qualify if you're the defending gold medalist. That's my opinion. You shouldn't have like remember Danielson in Karate Kid 2? He didn't have to qualify. He went right to the championship. He went right. He went. It was Karate Kid. I'm sorry, 3. He went right to the championship. There was no qualifying. Danielson was put right in the title game. In the title, he didn't have to do all that stuff. What was that dude? Mike? What was that guy's name that he had to fight? Who ended up being in Cobra Kai with him? Mike, whatever his name was. Karate Kid 3. Mike something. What's that guy's name again? You knew I would bring that up about the Karate Kid. You didn't have to qualify. You should already be there. You should not have to qualify for the Olympics if you won the fucking Olympics. Like, I didn't say second. Mike Barnes. Mike Barnes. We are Mike we are not Mike Barnes. He got to qualify. We are Daniel's son. We are Daniel LaRusso. Shouldn't have to do all that. But I guess they want to have some practice. Mike Barnes. Yeah, I had to look it up. I found it. Mike Barnes. But man, I'm a little bit I'm curious to see how much she plays, man. I'm curious to see how much she plays. It's not how it airs. It's not how it works and everything. Because I thought in men, I think you qualify without having to do certain things based on how you perform in certain events. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert on this. I stand down on certain things. I don't know. I know this team isn't some elite unit. If all they gotta do is finish top 3, they'll be fine. But they could very well lose. They could very well lose to a team from Spain. They could. It's not completely impossible. It's not something that's not possible of happening. Like it could happen. Could happen. It wouldn't shock me, especially depending on how they use the team, depending on how they run. Like it wouldn't be the it wouldn't be the craziest shit on earth, is all I'm saying. It would not be the craziest shit on earth. Not to me. Because I don't think this team is that great. Not as constructed. And we don't know how they're gonna use this team. Remember, we're going back to 5-on-5 basketball. They need to get that Chelsea Gray love affair out their brains. Because Chelsea Gray ain't it. She might play well in 3-on-3 action. This is 5-on-5 basketball. This is 5-on-5 basketball. They don't have to like she's now doesn't have that one-on-one attack that she's got all day. She can't just go one-on-one. There's help defense, man. There's help defense. Yeah, that's some weird shit to me, man. I am not gonna front. I think it's a little bit odd. I think it's a little bit odd. I don't know what y'all think. I think it's a bit odd. You know. Again, I have no idea. If you want to Google how does the men's basketball gold medal Olympic team have to qualify for the next Olympics? Okay. They do have to go through the FIBA World Cup, regional qualifying tournaments, or last chance. There's no automatic berth. Okay. All right. So, but yeah, okay. I got it. Oh, there's one exception. The host nation receives an automatic spot, subject to FIBA board approval. So actually, one team can get in there without having to do shit. And in the case of the last Olympics, it was France. They didn't have to do shit. So in 2028, when the Olympics are here in the United States of America, the United States of America men's basketball team best not have to qualify. Just saying, we the host nation. We shouldn't have to qualify. We should not have to qualify. Anyone have any updates as to what's happening right now over in the world of the WNBA and whether or not they have come to an agreement? It is now 11:34 p.m. We are in the official 11th hour of the evening, and they decided to have a meeting at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. That is what they decided to do. Have a meeting at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know. I don't know. So now the questions become, what if a deal isn't reached by Tuesday's deadline? Oh, let's go back. Let's go back. Just want to laugh at some stuff. So Brianna Stewart said that the letter that got leaked was not meant to undermine their executive director. Does that even sound reasonable, logical, whateverable? Does that even sound real to you? It doesn't sound real to me. It sounds completely ridiculous to me. It sounds absurd to me. It sounds insane to me. It sounds completely ridiculous to me. Because how in the world are you telling me that you waited until 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock to show up? I don't understand it. You want to play, but you don't really want to. I think they really, really want to make the ownership make a decision. They really want to have the owners decide a work stoppage because we already know their strike was never going to happen. Was never going to happen. Yeah, the meeting I saw Ben say was at 4 and they showed up an hour late. But we knew they were never going to go on strike. So what they want is if anything, they want the ownership to be the ones that say no, we're not moving forward. Was it me that said someone has political aspirations? For whom? Well, no, a lockout, you have no perks. They're in a status quo, which is why they still have their perks. In a lockout, they can't access anything. They don't have perks anymore. They shouldn't have perks anymore. I think that's why there's what a lockout is. Because there's no agreement anymore. So now we're actually standing tall and we're saying, no, 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 you're not gonna get any, you're not gonna get you can't practice here anymore. You can't be in the facility anymore. You can't do a lot of things anymore. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, hey, I don't know. If maybe you're right, maybe I'm wrong. I have no idea. But I thought the whole idea of a lockout is that when you get locked out, you can't access the facility. You don't have access to doctors. You have access to nothing. You can't even walk in the building because you're locked out of the building. So I don't know what perks you have. They're not getting paid. 80% of these players are unemployed. 80% unemployed right now. They're unemployed. So yeah, it's interesting. Interesting. Is there like a Twitter or something of this chick? Maybe I gotta find their Twitter, her ex or whatever. What's her name again? Costable. I wonder if she's sitting in the lobby of the building. Can you imagine if she's sitting in the lobby of the building right now? But I think it's funny because Brianna Stewart says the letter that was written to their executive director was not meant to undermine her, but it was intended to get the entire executive committee back on track. Does that make sense? To get the committee back on track. So you said that she wasn't communicating with y'all, but the letter was for the other members of the committee to get back on track. That doesn't sound like someone that I saw what it said. That doesn't sound like anything like that. Sounds like someone who would like to who don't like, who's not a fan. Okay, let's see here. Oh yeah, here is hour 6 drop has included insomnia cookies and coffee, courtesy of more anonymous sources. Going into hour 7 with clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. That was 38 minutes ago. Um, Players in attendance are Brianna Stewart, Nneka Ogwumike, Bree Turner, and Alicia Clark. The WNBA leadership includes Kathy Engelbert and Bethany Donovan, whoever that is. Liberty owner Clara Woosa is also in attendance along with union and league staff. You want to know how bad it is that the owners totally do not give a fuck? Yeah, James. That's why I was on here late. Because if it wasn't for Bam Adebayo going for 83 tonight, for which I dropped the video, please do go check it out. If it wasn't for that, I'd have been on here live probably an hour earlier. Because that was my plan tonight, was to be on here about an hour earlier. But then this dude decides to have the absolute game of his life, and yeah, he kind of put me in a pickle of having to get, he made me wait. It's his fault. It's absolutely his fault that I'm late. Cause yeah, I was ready to roll. And this dude decides that he's gonna show up, he's gonna have the game of his life right now, tonight. And look, man, I gotta give that man all. I mean, I have criticized the shit out of that dude. The game he played tonight was otherworldly. Playing without 4 rotational players to look like that. I mean, my God, he was incredible. And they were guarding him worse than the WNBA guards Caitlin Clark in the final 5 minutes of that game. They were guarding him 94 feet with 3 people. I've never seen anything like it in my life in an NBA game. They're guarding Bam Adebayo with 3 people. Literally guarding. People are saying, well, why is he going to the free throw line? They were fouling the ever-loving shit out of him tonight. In those final 5 minutes, they fouled him over and over and over again. Like, they did not stop fouling him. It was crazy. They could not guard him. Yeah, he took some shitty shots later on in the game, but they were fouling him like mad. Yeah, the Heat did some of their own fouling to force him to the line. But yeah, it's because you're triple teaming a guy because you don't want him to score. Like, that's a little bit weird, but you're going to give up, but they would rather have given up a layup to somebody else. So it wasn't about not letting them score. It's about not letting him score and not having a record put on their asses. But you kept fouling him. I mean, his legs were dead, and it doesn't matter who it's against. This is the NBA. You score 83 points. 83 points is 83 points. I don't give a fuck. I have been so critical about Bam Adebayo, this guy who I constantly get irritated with, and why he doesn't bring his max effort and doesn't bring his max assertiveness on a game by game basis. It's so annoying as a fan, that it drives me mad. I'm a Heat fan, and it pisses me off because this guy should be averaging 25 a game, and yet he's averaging under 19. Well, now he'll be over 9. He'll be over 20. He should be over 20 with this because he had the equivalent of 5 games of his own games. But you have a guy that has all this talent and ability, and he constantly he fades into the background. Today, he did not fade in the background, man. He did not fade in the background, and I loved it. I loved watching it because I didn't turn that shit on till the second quarter. My buddy Nick was sending me messages saying, "Yo, Bam's got like 9. Well, he had like 13 of their first 17, 19 of their 20. Like, he had 19, and it was the middle of the first quarter. Dude had 31 in the first quarter, something like that. 43. As I turned it on, 43 at halftime. And typically, and I was joking with him. I was saying, "Yo, he's got 30. He ain't gonna score 40 because he's gonna stop shooting." He did not stop shooting, and I loved it. I was so happy to see that. And then the second half, you got 43 at halftime. You're hoping, look, let's get into 60 and maybe 70. That'd be amazing. No, this man going for 40 in the second half too. And Eric Spoelstra, to his credit, he did not take him out, and I was very happy about that. They play tomorrow night. He'll probably have 9 points. He'll probably have 9 points. Bro, people can say what they want about Wemby. I'm gonna tell you right now. You got to have a massive first quarter to have this discussion. Mind you, Kobe scored 55 in the second half of his 81-point game. So you got to typically have a humongous first half. And look, the way the game is played today, the possibility is there. But 83 points is a lot of goddamn points. 100 points. I don't think Wemby will score 100. I don't think it will happen. I'm trying to get back to doing Tuesday night women's basketball. That's the goal, is to get back to my Tuesday night live shows. Bam breaks Kobe record. WNBA season delayed. Asia Wilson uses the opportunity to get pregnant, and then they can see the future #1 draft pick in 18 years. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think a lot of these guys have the motor for that. Like they don't want to play 45. You got to play 40, 45 minutes to get something like that done. Like Bam did not come out the game the entire second half until there was a minute left. He played the entire second half. And I loved it, man. I give that guy so much shit, but that was awesome. I loved it. I loved it. I'm happy for the guy. I'm absolutely thrilled for the guy. I'm very happy for the dude. Yeah, and it's fun. I mean, look, Miami Heat's playing better again. And he did that tonight with 4 rotational guys not playing. Hero was out again. Norman Powell's out. Khalil Ware's out. Andrew Wiggins is out. Like, those are 3 starters. Those are 4 guys who have started games this year. So yeah, that was pretty fucking dope, to be honest. I'm not gonna like, you can't steal my joy on that one. Any clown that wants to come up and say, "Oh, they did. Oh, they were fouling." I don't give a fuck what they did, man. I don't care. Do y'all remember when Kobe went for 60 in his final game? He took like 50 or 60 shots. Like, he took like 60 shots. And the dude was literally taking every shot. It was a joke, and no one gave a shit because it was awesome. It was awesome. I'm not gonna sit here. That was awesome, man. I just keep it a buck. That shit was awesome, and I loved it. And if you didn't see it, you should make sure you check it out, because that was dope, man. Can't front. That was dope. 4 starters winning. I mean, Kello Ware was a starter for a good chunk of the year. He was playing with Kashad Johnson, Drew Smith. I mean, that's who he was. Simone Fontecchio, who hadn't played in a minute. He was playing with a lot of nobodies, bro. He got fouled constantly. Like, Bam got fouled hard. There was one where they grabbed him, like wrapped around him on a free throw in a box out, and they just wouldn't let him go. That was a foul. And they didn't call that one. It was bad, man. And look, you still got to shoot 80+% from the line. He was 36 of 43 from the free throw line. I don't believe that Clay would have hit 100, but hey, you know what? I think when you have these otherworldly games, you don't take guys out, man. You don't have games like this all that often in your life, if ever. And to me, it's like, bro, nah, dude, you gotta let that guy cook until the end. You gotta let him cook until the end. You gotta let him go. There's no reason to pull that dude out. No, it's yeah. You gotta let him cook. Let him cook. Let him cook. Let him cook. Do not take that man out. Let him have that opportunity to have that once in a lifetime game. Think about it. Michael Jordan never scored 83 points in the game. This man is only surpassed by Wilt Chamberlain when he was playing guys that were my size. Like, to me, what I saw tonight was more impressive than Kobe. Like, they were guarding this dude 94 feet with 3 people. And Bam Adebayo is not exactly a fucking guard. Miami's rolling right now. This was awesome. I mean, that's because he shoots threes. That's because he shoots threes. That's all he does. Klay Thompson, in that game where he took like 9 dribbles the entire game for those points, he had like 9 dribbles or 10 dribbles the entire game because Klay Thompson's not a ball handler. He doesn't get nobody else involved. Bam Adebayo was Miami's connector, man. But you know what, Steve Kerr? Steve Kerr is a pussy. Steve Kerr is a pussy. That motherfucker is the softest bitch on earth. He wants to shorten the season again. That fucking piece of fucking garbage. I can't stand Steve Kerr. He's an embarrassment. If I gotta listen to that motherfucker talk politics again in a damn press conference after a basketball game, I'm gonna shoot myself. I don't want to listen to that dumb motherfucking pussy bitch made motherfucker. I can't stand him. He is the largest bitch made motherfucker in basketball. I don't give a fuck about your politics, you fucking pussy. Yeah, I'm going a little off because I'm trying to keep not from using another word that will get me in trouble. So I'm not using, I keep using the word pussy instead, but you know what I'm talking about? Because I can't stand shit like that. That guy embarrasses me. He's embarrassing. He doesn't embarrass me. He embarrasses me as a man because he's supposed to be a man. That man comes across like a freaking feminine ass dude. You know, because I can't stand that. I cannot stand Steve Kerr. Like everything about Steve Kerr bugs me. His face bugs me. Like he has that face you want to punch. He has that face you want to punch. Like, annoying. Annoying as fuck. Let me see here. What am I doing here? Uh but yeah, I can't. That is why Michael Jordan punched him. Yeah, I can't deal. Oh, but look, today's basketball, bro, we gotta be real. Today's basketball, like this is it's made for this stuff. Like we gotta be real about that. It's made for this shit. It's one of those things where they don't play defense, but yo, they were guarding that dude 94 feet in the last 6 minutes. It was ridiculous. Yes, I just mentioned that. Steve Kerr wants to shorten the season. He's a fucking puss. That's some fem ass shit, bro. That is so fem, bro. I cannot ride with that shit. That guy is a fem ass dude. He is everything wrong with basketball today. I can't stand that dude. He makes me ill. He makes me ill. These guys they play less back. They play no very little back to backs. They play no back to backs, and yet this dude will sit here and or very few back to backs, and this dude will sit here and he will cry and he will cry and he will cry. He will cry. Like and Kobe Bryant, yo, when he had 81 points, let's not act like he didn't take 46 shots or 46 shots. And let's not act like they didn't win by 18. Let's not act like that. We got to get out of that mentality that you know that he didn't do all those things. Like we got to get out of that shit right there because Kobe Bryant, you know, pulling the box score from that game. Kobe Bryant played 42 minutes, just like Bam. Bam played 42 minutes tonight. What's the difference? What's the difference? The Lakers outscored the Raptors by 12. Yeah, they'll say, oh, it was a closer game. I don't give a shit. This game was a 13, 14, 15-point game in the fourth quarter when the fourth quarter started. Today's the NBA. These guys play no defense. 15-point leads disappear in a blink in the NBA. And yeah, Miami pushed it to 30 again. I don't care. At that point, you do not take that dude out the game. You do not take that dude. You let that motherfucker cook. You let him go. You let that dude go. Kobe Bryant took 46 shots, man. He had 20 free throws. He made 28 field goals. So that's 56. Plus 7 threes at a 7 for 13. Bam was 7 to 22. I hate Bam shooting threes like he does. But because I think if he had gone to the basket more, actually, he might have had he might have scored 100. He might have scored 100. I think those extra 10 3-pointers that he took, bro, if he just attacks the rim, he might be at the free throw line 20 more times. You might have been looking at the greatest game of all time. It doesn't matter. Miami's second leading scorer had 16 points. Like they want to keep the money, but they want to play less games. Like this is that pussy bitch shit, man. I don't want to hear it no more. Yeah, Kobe. That team at the time was 22-19. They played a 14-26 Raptors team. Wasn't a good team. I remember when Booker had that number and they lost. Like there was a point where I'm going back and forth to Nick and I'm telling him, yo, we might if we lose this game, bro, this will be a disgrace. But we are experts. You understand? The Miami Heat has an expert unit in finding ways to blow games in the fourth quarter. They are experts at it. They have blown more double-digit leads than any team in basketball. They have these funks that they go on where they just cannot put the ball in the ocean. So no, you don't stop. You keep pushing tempo, you keep pushing pace, and you don't fuck around. You get that shit done, man. You get it done. You don't mess around. Can't do it, man. Cannot do it. You got to go, 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 go. That's just me. That's how I roll. You know, again, this is a once in a lifetime thing. He's never gonna. Man, Bam Adebayo won't ever score 40 again, let alone fucking 83. He didn't even have 40. His career high wasn't even 40. Like, let's keep it real. His career high wasn't even 40. Career high, people. Like, yo, you got to keep it a buck, man. His career high wasn't that. So you think he's gonna all of a sudden have another 80-point game? Ah, please. Like that, nah, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. So yeah, I mean it's these types of things you're never gonna see him again. So all I say is appreciate him. You know, just appreciate him. That's all. Because I'm usually the one guy that doesn't appreciate shit. I'm the one that guy that usually bitches and complains about stuff. That's how I am. You know who I am. You know how I get. You know how I get. I get testy, man. I can't help it. So when I'm appreciating shit, who do I think is Miami is going to trade for and what? The trading deadline's over. Didn't the trade deadline already passed? Yeah, didn't the trade deadline pass already? We're at 60 games in. I think the deadline's already done. And we made no moves. Yeah, the trade deadline's done. We didn't trade for Giannis. Yeah, we were in line to trade for Giannis. That was it. That was all we were looking at was Giannis. So no, we're done. There's nothing to trade for. Heck, I mean the reality is, look, man. I'll tell you straight up. I'll tell you this all day, every day. Um, I am not a fan of Bam Adebayo. I'm not. I never have been. I think he's an underachiever. And tonight was an example of why I thought he was an underachiever. You just watched the guy have the greatest game of his damn life. You just watched the guy have the greatest game of his damn life. I mean, and the second greatest game in NBA history. And what? Like I don't know. Like you don't get this. This is not something that happens all that often, man. Almost never. Yeah, did I see Tua's mushed brain go to Atlanta? Yes. Yeah, I can't. Yes, he's gone from here. That's all I care about. I'm thrilled. Oh, well, Miami trade next season. Miami talks every year about moving pieces, but they don't do it. Nobody wants Tyler Hero, man. Like we got to keep it a buck, man. The only guy that they want to dump off really is Hero. They're never gonna trade Bam. Bam is a guy that I would have dealt a while ago. I mean, again, I tell the truth the way I see it. I would have traded Bam a while ago. If you told me I'm getting Giannis for Bam, I would make that deal every day and twice on Sunday. This isn't even a conversation. It's an easy freaking decision. I mean, Giannis is a Hall of Famer, and Bam very well may be one too, based on the softened criteria of what the Hall of Fame is. Um, but yeah, no, man, yeah, but yeah, that there's no way in the world that dude is a guy that's there's no way in the world that guy allow like There's no way in the world I'm saying is that there's no way he's on Giannis. He's not Giannis's level. Like he'll never be Giannis's level. He'll never be that. No matter how much he tries. I mean, because he doesn't have the mentality to be that. He doesn't have that want to every game. Like there are games where he's just not there. Like I mean, you watch this guy in certain games where he doesn't do shit. Seriously, he doesn't do shit. So yeah, that's crazy, bro. Why are they calling this copyrighted material? I don't think it is. Let's see what they say. The whole damn video they find. Man, I got my face on the damn screen. What the fuck? Who's claiming this shit? Got my face on it. Oh, claiming VC NBA account. Oh, what a bunch of bastards. Cheap sons of bitches. This copyright shit's stupid. This is stupid. I literally recorded it with my goddamn cell phone. And they still fuck me. They still fuck me over. God damn. My face is on half the damn video. That should make no sense. Maybe I get some new subscribers for it. That'd be great. I'll take those. I guess I got to cover some more Miami Heat basketball now because they're on fire. They've been playing well. They've been playing well. You got to give it to them. Dante, I'm telling you right now, the criteria of the Hall of Fame is a joke. I don't think he is, but I know the I know the reality of what everything is nowadays, people. Like, that's the problem. Is like he's a career 18-9, man. That's all they're by their own standard. That's Hall of Fame now. That's the problem. By their own standard of basketball, that's Hall of Fame. If Draymond Green's a Hall of Famer, Bam Adebayo's a Hall of Famer. I don't care about rings. Rings don't mean shit to me. Rings don't make you great. Plenty of bums won rings. Bam Adebayo's a better player than Draymond Green. Like and Draymond Green's best year, it was not Bam's worst year. So I don't think Bam's a Hall of Famer, but by today's standard, I do think he is, unfortunately. Oh, we want a job. The Memphis Grizzlies did not want Tyler Hero. They did not want Tyler Hero. Hey, Duke, I watched the game, bro. They were fouling him the whole fucking time. So don't be coming on here hating on Bam tonight. This ain't the night. He shot free throws because they kept on fucking fouling him, bro. He was being triple teamed. 94 feet. 94 feet. Homeboy was being triple teamed. I'll show you if you didn't watch it. Bro, it was a joke. I've never seen shit like this in my life. Here, let's take a look. Let me show you. Man, this is a double team on an inbound. He's being doubled on the inbound. Like, this is in the final a minute and a half. They did not want the man to touch the ball. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, my God. Remember, Bam is not a ball handler. Here. Right here. Oh, shit. This went on literally the final 2 minutes. They were fouling the fuck out of him, bro. He's being triple teamed right here. He's being triple teamed. Bro, I'm just telling you what it is, man. I can't. Manu Ginobili's in the Hall of Fame. 13-3-3. 13-3-3. He's in the Hall of Fame. If that's a Hall of Fame, hell, Glenn Rice, based on that, should be in the Hall of Fame. Because Glenn Rice had a better career than Manu Ginobili. So yeah, I do think that based on today's bullshit criteria, he could very well be a Hall of Fame basketball player. I don't think he is. I don't give a fuck about what Draymond's big part. You flip flop Draymond Green and Bam Adebayo, they win all them rings too. They probably win another 2. because he's a way better player than Draymond Green. Draymond Green is trash. The difference between, I don't think Rodman's a Hall of Famer, Dante. Rodman's a joke of Hall of Famer. Rodman couldn't even make all-star teams when he was playing in the NBA. Nobody respected Rodman. Nobody cared about that shit. Nobody cared that all he did. All he was rebound. I don't think Ben Wallace should be in the Hall of Fame. That's a joke. A career guy averaging 6 points a game is in the Hall of Fame? Are we fucking serious? Is that what we have relegated the Hall of Fame to? Oh, he rebounds well. He's a role player. Yes, Draymond's antics did cost him a title. Yeah, they did. They did. And his inability to score cost him a title. His inability to be a threat on offense cost him a title. Like, nah, man. This guy, that dude is on a team. He's the 8th option on a team. He passes the ball. He kicks people and he punts people in the nuts. I have no respect for Draymond Green as a basketball player. I think he's fucking trash. I think he's absolute certifiable trash. I don't think he's good. But that's my opinion. Who was the janitor when the Celtics won 10 in 11 years? I mean, according to J.J. Redick, everybody was a janitor and a bus driver back in the fucking 80s and the 90s, let alone the 60s and the 70s, because it's very easy to disrespect. It's the only sport where the players of today disrespect the players of the past. They disrespect the players of the past like crazy. They have no knowledge of the game. Can you imagine? I'm so off topic now. No, it's basketball. This isn't football. You don't play one side of the ball. You know how many players I would take out of the Hall of Fame in basketball? First of all, I'm going to get into another part because I'm talking about that now. First of all, when it comes down to the Hall of Fame in basketball, the problem that exists is it's not an NBA Hall of Fame. It's a basketball Hall of Fame. It's not the NBA. It's basketball, right? So the basketball Hall of Fame, right, includes women who should not be in a Hall of Fame with men, number one, because there is a women's basketball Hall of Fame. Hell, there's a women's college basketball Hall of Fame. There is a men's college basketball Hall of Fame. You can utilize any statistical measure you want in the Hall of Fame because you can use international play, you can use Olympic play, you can use Europe. Like internet. When I say international, I mean international. Like you played in Europe, you played in Brazil, you played in Australia, Euro League, shit like that. Then you can use Olympic play. Internet. When I say Olympic play, what other country tournaments they got going on. And then you can also use the NBA, and then you can also use college. Like they actually utilize college in the Hall of Fame. That's supposed to be for pros because I've heard him mention it before, but you got Oscar Schmidt in the Hall of Fame. If you don't know who Oscar Schmidt is, Google him. He's the highest scoring player of all time. He played in Brazil. He played in Brazil because he wasn't good enough to play in the NBA. He wasn't good enough. The man played professional ball till he was like 50. Like 50. Bruh, give me a break. So we're going to start allowing AAA baseball players and AA baseball players into the baseball Hall of Fame. AAA and AA guys, let's start bringing them into the Hall of Fame. That is the equivalent of Oscar Schmidt in the basketball Hall of Fame. Yes, he has his place. There should be some other international basketball Hall of Fame. They need to make an NBA Hall of Fame. They need to make an NBA, specific NBA. Because Manu Ginobili at 13-3-3, I'm sorry, you're not a Hall of Fame basketball player, not by the NBA. And using your Euro League shit, I'm sorry, the teams in the United States of America are better than those teams. We need to stop this shit. And yes, basketball is a two-way game. You cannot just play defense and not score and be zero threat whatsoever and sit here and call yourself a Hall of Fame basketball player. Has Draymond Green ever been great at anything? Fuck no. Fuck no. He has never been great at anything. He's not a great rebounder. He's not a great passer. He's not a great fucking shooter. He's not a great scorer. Some people might say he's a great passer. He's not a great passer. He is a connector. His job is a connector. He hands the ball off to Steph Curry a lot. If he didn't have Steph Curry on his team, what is Draymond Green? You want to know what Draymond Green is? He's this. He's ass. I didn't want to take my pants all the way off. He's straight up ass. He's irrelevant. He's fucking irrelevant. Without Steph Curry, he is nothing. We got to stop this shit. You want to praise somebody? You want to praise somebody? Praise them. You don't get to be put in the Hall of Fame because you played with Steph. Like, you don't get that. You don't get to be in the Hall of Fame because you played with Steph, Kevin Durant, and Klay Thompson. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Draymond Green would not be an all-star back in the 80s and 90s. He wouldn't even be an all-star because nobody respected the fucking defense as a criteria of greatness. That's a hustle player. That's a player who hustles hard. Great job. You hustle. We appreciate that you play hard. Thank you. Thank you. You play hard. Good shit. Thanks. Appreciate it. You need to be an elite player. The Hall of Fame should be the elite of the elite. The greatest of all. The greatest of all time. The greatest players of all time. Like the top 75 that left Dwight Howard out. Are we comparing? I've had people tell me they think Dennis Rodman is better than Dwight Howard. That Dennis Rodman was a better basketball player than Dwight Howard. Oh, Steve Kerr was a scrub. Bro, they have made Steve Kerr, they make Steve Kerr today sound like he was some star. Bro, Steve Kerr was a scrub NBA player. He was a bum. He was a bum. Bum. Capital B, capital U, capital M. The revisionist history of Steve Kerr is diabolical to me because he's the coach of the fucking Warriors. This guy was a scrub because he made a shot from 18 feet in the goddamn finals. Whoa. My God, you're a beast. Stop it. For that matter, then fucking put Robert Horry in the Hall of Fame. He's won 7 championships. That's why that championship thing doesn't mean shit to me. It doesn't mean a goddamn thing to me. It's nonsense. For those of y'all that don't know Steve Kerr's career, Steve Kerr started 30 games in the NBA. 30. And 20 of them were in one season with the Cleveland Cavaliers. In a year, he played 48 games. In a year, he played 48 games. Dwight Howard was a double-double machine for the first decade of his career. The first decade. You can look at all of Dennis Rodman's fucking rebounding numbers. Go look at Dwight Howard's. They're pretty goddamn close while averaging 20-plus points a game and 2 or 3 blocks per game and winning, I think, 4 Defensive Players of the Year awards. He didn't just play defense. He didn't just rebound. He didn't just block shots, but he was their number 1 option on offense. That's a Hall of Famer. And yet there are people that they put Dennis Rodman in the top 75 and left Dwight Howard out. Left Dwight Howard out because these monkey fuck morons don't know what basketball is even. They live in this revisionist world. They've now made Rodman a way better player than he ever was. They make Draymond Green a way better player than he ever was. I'm a Miami Heat fan. You know who Draymond Green is for the Miami Heat? Udonis Haslem. Udonis Haslem's not a fucking Hall of Fame basketball player. He was a good role player, a tough motherfucker. Steve Kerr's not in the Hall of Fame, but they make him sound way better than he was. There are people that refer to Steve Kerr as a star now. Like, seriously. Oh, Shaq was so jealous of Dwight Howard because he knew it. Steve Kerr started 30 games in his entire career. Steve Kerr never played more than 24.8 minutes per game. His career high points per game, 8.6. His career, 6 points per game. He never took more than 7 shots a game. That was in 1993-94. He had a year where he shot 52.4% from three. You want to know how many threes he shot per game? The year he shot 52.4% from three? 2.1. 2.1. 2.1. Dwight Howard was one of the reasons LeBron James left Cleveland. Because they did beat Cleveland to go to the finals. 2.1 threes. You want to know why? Because Steve Kerr never created his own shot. Steve Kerr had no ability to create his own shot. Steve Kerr was not taking 28-foot threes. Steve Kerr was taking line-kissing threes. Yes, he was part of the MJ story. But they talk about him now like he's something incredible. Oh, no. Steve Kerr will make it in as a coach. That's fine. He's going to make it. He's got four titles. Good for him. Plus his 5 rings being a scrub on Jordan's team. Great. Good for him. He took 2.1 threes per game to shoot 52.4%, which means every three he took was absolutely fucking wide open. So he averaged 1.12 threes per game to 2.1 attempts. Think about how many threes per game Steph Curry takes right now. Think about how many shots he takes and how many screens he runs off of. Steph Curry must run 30 miles a game in a basketball game. Dude is fucking garbage. But yeah, I'll never roll with that the Hall of Fame arguments on these guys anymore. It's disgrace. So yeah, based on what guys are getting in with, that's the only reason I say Bam is a Hall of Famer potentially because of what they have now created. Not that I agree with it. I think it's horrible. I think it's horrible. Like awful. Never. Trash. Tremendo mierda. Garbage. But I'll never ride with it. Never ride with it. So what we got here? What we got going on here? It is now 16 a.m. Let me go. Let's check up on Annie Costaball. Let's see how she's doing right now. Let's see what she's up to. Let's see what she is up to. I am curious. What has she got going on? Annie, what's happening, Annie? All right. Hour 8, feeling great. Both sides are still meeting. What are they meeting about? What are they meeting about? Yeah, Steph averages has had years where he shot 13 threes a game. Think about this. Today, Bam Adebayo took 22 threes in a game. 22. Bam Adebayo shot 22 threes tonight. He was 7 of 22. He took 11 times more threes per game than Steve Kerr did in his best year. 11 times the amount of threes in one game. You can say whatever you want. That dude, to do what he did tonight was otherworldly. So Annie Castable, 8 hours. And let's look at that. I mean, I don't know what you could possibly be arguing or debating now or discussing. Here's the thing. These players who are there right now, they don't even have the power to make a decision. They don't even have the power to make a decision. Did you know that? I'm sure you did. They don't have the power to make a decision. They have no decision-making power. No decision-making power whatsoever. They have the power to they have the power. Their power is come to an agreement in the room and then take it to their players for a vote. This isn't where the executive board now has the power to just do whatever they want. Like they can't just say, yes, we agree. It's not, they have to take it to the players for a vote. So they can sit in that room until tomorrow. They got to put that shit out to their membership for a vote because their membership has to vote. I don't even know what a quorum would be for this, to be honest. you'd have to have enough people vote in your membership. Your executive board does not vote for this. Like I know that hell in my homeowners association, we got a 7-person board, but we can't even have an election unless we have like 200 people there for a vote because we have like 400 plus units. You gotta have a certain amount of people just to have a vote. So we have the same board members that we've had since I moved in here 8 years ago, 9 years ago. Same board. No, the board has not changed 1 second because we can't ever get a quorum for a vote. But they have no power. They have no power to do anything. Their power is to come into an agreement and then bring the agreement that they get to the players. That's what they got. So at this point, I don't even know what you're talking about anymore because unless the WNBA decides all of a sudden to shock us and say, yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to give you 22%, right? We're going to give you 22%. You know that's not going to happen. But that's what we're going to give that to you. Okay. Now I got to go back to my membership and say, okay, we agree to that. Now I got to go back to my membership and say, this is what we got. This is what we've agreed to. Now we got to put it to y'all for a vote. That's what we got to do. And would they take that? For sure, but they're not going to get that. They got to complete free agency inside of 3 days. Like think about, you got 80% of the league as a free agent and you have to complete free agency in a 3-day window. Do you know how hard that is? Oh, if the WNBA all of a sudden said we'll give them 22%. Oh, they would take it in a second. Or they'll go backwards to 27. They would take it in a second. They would jump on that shit so fast. But I don't. But the owners aren't going to move on that. Like they're not going to move. The only way they would move at this point is if people front off ass. The only way they would move is if the player said, we'll take 7, we'll go to 20. Then maybe the owners go to 17.5 or 16 or even 17. That's about the only way I think they'd move. But I don't even know if that would be enough. I think they've got their numbers that they've got out there, and I don't know how much it is that they've got that they're sitting here. You know, I don't know how much it is out there that they said they got that where they're. I guess I'm trying to get my thought together. They have a number in their mind already that they're going to lose money unless they're at this number of 15. So would going above the 15 cause them to lose money? And if it does, then they'll probably be against it. They'll probably be against it. What the fuck? The United States just lost to Italy in baseball? Are you kidding me? I didn't even know we played tonight. Are you shitting me? We just lost to Italy in baseball? I thought that was tomorrow. What the fuck? We just lost to Italy in baseball. That's an embarrassment. And Greg Weissart struck out Aaron Judge to end the game. Wow. Fuck. Who pitched? Our pitchers got smacked. Aaron Judge was 0 for 4 today. Whatever. Wow. And they got beat by an American pitcher, by the way. Greg Weissart's American. He was born in New York. Most Marinaccio, another one. These are Americans. Like these pitchers are American. These players are American, dude. John Birdie, he plays American. The whole WBC is a joke because they allow guys who were born here to play for other countries if their mom or their dad or their grandma or their grandpa, or heck, in the case of Israel, if their wife is Jewish. Oh, because you're married to a Jewish woman, but you're American and you're Catholic, you can go play for Israel. It's yeah, there are a bunch of Americans that couldn't make the U.S. team. I know it's a joke. It was 8-0 at one point. God damn. It ended 8-6. It was 8-0. It ended 8-6. Wow. Italy's undefeated. Can we still win? We're 3-1. We should still be able to win, right? Please don't tell me that we're out of this, that we can just lose our way out of this thing. I'm part of, by the way, my mom's side is Italian. So I'm part Italian. Who has home field advantage in Miami for Dominican Republic all day. That Dominican people will be all over that place. I think that the whole thing's a scam, Ayers. Like that's just my opinion. I think the whole thing's a scam. You're allowing people to play for different countries that they're not from. Like, what are we doing? I mean, that's otherwise you won't have a tournament. I understand. There's no tournament then. That's crazy. That is crazy. Wow. That's fucking bananas. How do I pull the pool play? I want to see what. Wow, man. It just is. That's what makes baseball so good. That's what makes baseball so goddamn good. Yeah, 80% of the table tennis players they're all Asian. They're all Japanese or Chinese. Like, yeah, they're all or Korean. But a lot of the ones that play for the US are typically born in the US. They're just families from Korea or one of those countries. All right, so the pool play. So we're second in the pool. We beat Mexico. Okay, we should be okay because we beat Mexico, Great Britain, and Brazil. But then they would go into run. Let's see. The team that won the games between the teams shall be given the higher position. If 3 or more teams are tied and one of those teams won its pool, it's against other teams. Okay, so there's the fewest runs allowed divided by number of defensive. What the fuck? Wow. Did Italy play Mexico yet? I hope so, because if they play, no, they didn't. So the only game left is Italy against Mexico. To make it easy for the U.S., Italy beats Mexico, then the U.S. advances. If Italy loses to Mexico, then you got 3 teams that are 3-1. The U.S. beat Mexico 5-3. Italy beat the U.S. 8-6. If Mexico was to beat Italy by more than 2 runs, then I don't know what the hell would happen. I don't even know what would happen, to be honest. In Pool D in Miami, you got Venezuela and Dominican Republic are both 3-3. Japan's 4-0. Korea, Australia, and Chinese Taipei are 2-2. Puerto Rico is 3-1. Canada's 2-1. Cuba's 2-1. Colombia's 1-3. Wow, crazy. Let me see what the situation is for the U.S. because this is insane. This is nuts. Couldn't have told me that we were going to lose these fucking guys. God dang. Jazz Chisholm, he's from the Bahamas. The Bahamas are part of under Great Britain rule. I could technically play for Italy. Hell, I could probably also play for Cuba. ESPN's doing a really shitty job in reporting on this because I tell you right now, I can't. They don't even have an article on the U.S. losing to Italy. They don't even have an article for it. This is pathetic. Fuck. So the U.S. has a plus 18 differential. Mexico has a plus 20 differential. The U.S. could arguably get knocked out. if Mexico wins by enough, potentially, from what it looks like. Potentially. That would be an embarrassment. Can I play for Spain? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, ESPN is. I mean, they're not covering this very well because I'm looking for some type of explanation as to what the situation is for the U.S. now. Um, can the U.S. be eliminated from WBC after loss to Italy? Is okay. Here we go. Okay, is the USA still alive in WBC after upset loss to Italy? See tiebreaker rules. I don't. I want you to explain it to me, dummy. I don't need to fucking read the rules. All right. Yeah. Aaron Judge struck out as a tying run at the plate. Whatever. Who cares? So, okay. The U.S. is not eliminated yet. The easiest and most direct route would be for Italy to beat Mexico. So yeah, we want Italy to beat Mexico. Make it simple. Italy would win the pool, but more importantly, Team USA would finish second with a 3-1 record and qualify for the knockout round. If Mexico beats Italy, all three countries will have a 3-1 record, and it comes down to tiebreakers. Here are the 5 tiebreakers. Runs record between tie teams, they have all beaten each other. They're all 1-1-1. Runs allowed per defensive outs. I don't know what the fuck that is. Earned runs allowed per defense. What the fuck? Highest batting average in games between. Can you imagine not advancing because someone had a higher batting average than you? And then the 5th one is determined by draw. So it's not even run differential. It's runs allowed per defensive outs. So I'm really confused. My internet is slowing again. It's slow as shit. What is going on today, bro? I don't get this. So the Mexico Italy Pool B finale is notably airing on not on broadcast level. It's on Tubi. Oh my god, it's on Tubi. That's embarrassing. Okay. You know how embarrassing it is that Puerto Rico's going to advance, but the U.S. could possibly not make it? That'd be nuts. So, okay, so let's look at the runs per round. All right, standings again. So the U.S. is giving up 17 runs, Italy's giving up 10, and Mexico's giving up 7. If Mexico beats Italy, the U.S. is going to be eliminated. Based on this, they're going to be eliminated. Unless it's like some like 17 to like a 12 to 11 type game, they're going to be eliminated. Because tiebreaker 2 is runs allowed per defensive outs. So right now we've given up 7 more runs than Italy and 10 more runs than Mexico, even though we've scored more runs than everybody in the fucking tournament. Oh my God. Our pitching will have cost us a spot in the knockout round. Airs. I have been in pool play in various things, and the differentiator in pool play is typically uh differential in runs or points. So it's not dividing the runs you've given up. It's because it's not about differential in runs. It's about the runs allowed per defensive out. So even though the U.S. has the biggest, has a plus 18 in differential, and Mexico's is plus 20, and Italy's is plus 13, they're not basing it on that. So no, I don't. This is a different tiebreaker than anyone I've ever been a part of because I've played travel basketball. I've coached it. I remember having to try to win a game by a certain amount of points. The points we were fouling people to push it to overtime, to hope for a quick run in overtime to get to the +8 we needed to be at. This is goofy as shit. Like you're telling me that my run differential does not matter? Then why? Then I'm better off just scoring 4 runs and giving up 1. Like that's where we're at. Giving up 1 run. Now, mind you, the U.S. pitching has been fucking trash, by the way. Been terrible. Terrible pitching. Terrible pitching. But whatever. Let's see let's see. Annie, are you here? Where are you at, Annie? Let's go check on our girl Annie Costaball to see what we're doing. Yeah, we're still at hour 8. So we don't know, man. What who knows what's going to happen at this point? I mean, I think we're pretty much going to be having a delay to the season. Here's one: if they're waiting for the fans to start feeling sorry for them, only getting a 400% raise, they're going to be there for a long time. Oh my god! Do you think they're even awake right now? Do you think they're even do you think they're even hey, Flatbush? I don't even know who the fuck Nolan McLean is. Like that's how bad it is. I don't even know who some of these pitchers are because they're not even the best pitchers. They're not even the best pitchers. I mean, we got we don't even have our best pitchers. We have our like besides Tarek Skubal and Paul Skeens, our bullpen fucking stinks. I mean, it looks like the Yankees bullpen. Look at the goddamn Yankees bullpen. It's embarrassing. It's fucking trash. It's nuts. So this is the schedule for in case you're interested. This is the schedule for this is the schedule here for game week for the U.S. women's team. Why am I laughing? Do you know why I'm laughing? Do y'all know why I'm laughing? Do y'all know? Any idea why am I laughing? I'm gonna get a drink of water real quick, but leave some comments. Tell me why I'm laughing. Exactly. Who's that girl in the front? They have not put Caitlin Clark on any one of their Team USA images, bro. That is Ray Burrell and that is Monique Billings. They got Monique Billings and Ray Burrell, the players they just added who were not good enough to make the team, on the fucking image on USA. This is the USA basketball Facebook page. People, this is their Facebook page. Exactly. Who the fuck is Monique Billings? She's in the WNBA. That's what I can tell you. You got players that did not make the team on the image. They have not put Caitlin Clark on any one of these images. So we play Tomorrow at 5. It says 5 o'clock here. Okay. Monique Billings and Ray Burrell. Caitlin Clark has still not been put on any promotional material for what's up, Pope? What's up, Pope? Man, they don't have Caitlin Clark on any promotional material. They got everybody else but Caitlin Clark on their promotional material. They got Ray Burrell and Monique Billings on their promotional material. Fucking unbelievable. Not much, my brother, man. I just finished watching the Bam Adebayo 83-point game. You have to take to you, frat. What? Oh, can I tell you about positive guard? I don't know. Oh, positive guards. LSU is coming back next year. I mean, they got a lot of their team coming back. I mean, Malaysia Fulwad is going to be back. That girl Jada Rashard is going to be back. They're going to have players back. They just better get some goddamn size. They need bigs. They don't need guards. They need bigs. They need bigs, not guards. Yeah, FIBA's smart. They want to market their shit. Let's go find FIBA. Let's go find the FIBA shit. FIBA's smart. WA is the Team USA is dumb as shit. That's crazy. This is fucking nuts. FIBA. All right. Let's look at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup. 2 hours ago. Senegal. What the hell is this? They got a 7-foot Chinese chick. Jesus Christ. So they have a USA post, and who do you think is gonna? Who do you think is the first picture they got on there? Hey Ben, Ray's hot. I ain't gonna lie about that. I've been saying that for a minute, but they got the damn replacement players on this shit, and they haven't put Caitlin Clark on any marketing material yet. But when you go over here, when you go here, this is the FIBA page. This is their USA post. USA ready to show out in Puerto Rico. Guess who they got number 1 right there? Caitlin Clark. Then they got Paige Beckers. Then they got Kalia Copper. Then they got Kelsey Plum. Then they got Angel Reese. You know who they don't have on here? They don't have Chelsea Gray on here. Let's market Caitlin Clark because that's what we know is. Oh, look at this. Look at this. In-game drip is a must. Let's look. This is their jerseys, right? Look at this. Look at this. When you look at this, they got Caitlin Clark right in the middle. There's no other American jersey in this bitch. That's Caitlin Clark right there in the middle. Let's see what else we got. This TikTok generation makes me fucking sick, bro. Who are these people, man? Oh my God, they're doing this dumb shit in Nigeria too? These girls must be American. These girls must be American Nigerians, man. They're not real Nigerians. They gotta be American Nigerians, because like I would hope to God that the Nigerian people ain't doing this dumb shit too. What the fuck are these? What are these? What the fuck is this? What are they doing? Can you imagine if you saw men's pictures do this stuff? They must be American Nigerian, Pope. They must be born in Texas and shit. They must be like the Ogumake girls doing that fucking feeding bullshit. Like I can't. This generation makes me fucking nauseous. What are we doing here? Look at this. Like, what are we doing? God damn, they got some tall women there. That brought 7 foot tall, dude. Here we go. There's no better way than just getting tossed into the fire. It's Caitlin Clark. They got an article on Caitlin Clark. Can you imagine if they had dudes posing like this for photos? Like, would you ever have this happen? Jeez. Would you ever have this shit happen right here? They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you imagine if the Los Angeles Lakers had LeBron James on the bottom and then Austin Reeves sitting on his ass and then then Luca sitting on his ass and then Rui Hachimura sitting on his ass and then another dude sitting on and then DeAndre Ayton on the top of their ass. Yeah, Jared McCain, sure, but I've never seen no shit like this. Oh my God. What the fuck we doing? There's Gabby, whatever her name is. Gabby Williams, the American who plays for France. Fucking ridiculous. Look at this. The whole world's a TikTok video. The whole world's a goddamn TikTok video. I can't stomach this shit anymore. It's all about social media. Oh, they put Chelsea Gray here. Oh, she's the star. Oopsie. I was giving y'all credit. And I gotta take that credit away now. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so there we go. We got our games are the 11th. We got games on the 11th right here at 5 tomorrow. I will not be available. I'll be at an event. I'll probably watch it on my phone. Then we play on Friday at 8 against Puerto Rico. Oh, Puerto Rico. Oh, Puerto Rico. Oh, let's go. So I don't know if Ben's on. I'm not on. I got a work function to go to. I won't be able to watch this shit. I'm not even gonna be able to watch the game. Then we play on Sunday against Italy. Wait, what's tomorrow? No, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. Okay, so we're playing on Thursday night at 8:00 against Puerto Rico. Saturday at 5 against Italy. Sunday at 2 against New Zealand, and Tuesday at 5 against Spain. True TV, True TV, True TV, True TV, and TNT. So HBO Max for all this stuff. Yep, that is what we are doing. Let's see what other pictures they got here. Okay, 24 hours. Tell me why she looks like such a fucking outsider. Like, let me ask, why does she look like an outsider? Like, she's like, I'm out of here. She don't look like she having to be there. Here we go. Here's the 3-on-3 Champions Cup roster. Naz Hillman. Yeah, they chose a picture that makes her look like she just doesn't want to be there. But look at this shit. This is their 3-on-3 roster. Oh, we have a men's 3-on-3. Who the fuck are these guys? Who the fuck are these guys? Justin Pierce, Caden Pierce, Riley Batten, and James Parrott. We don't even have NBA players to play 3-on-3 Champions Cup basketball. Let's see. Let's look for body language here. Where is she? Is that her right there? Number 17? Okay. Sheesh. Hey, we got enough we have enough available scrubs that from the G League that can play in that shit, not have some fucking randoms. Women's history. I'm just going through all the pictures here. Oh, now we're getting stuff's embarrassing anyhow. Yeah, man, that is the schedule. The schedule. They could put freaking G Leaguers on there. Yeah, she collects their sweaty clothes, bro. They look like they treat her like a scrub, bro. Just this shit is pathetic. This is pathetic. This is sad. Uh, People, I'm waiting to see if Annie Costaball's gonna give me an update so I can take my ass up to bed. I got some shit to do. I mean, my wife's already sleeping, but I got shit to do. I got a meeting at 10:30 in the morning. So this is what Caitlin Clark had to say about this shit. I don't want to call it nerves, but excitement to play. This is a really cool opportunity. If you don't feel that way, then you probably don't care enough. Certainly, that's how I feel about it for myself. This is a different stage. You're not going to come out here and be the star player. That's not how it's going to be for USA basketball. Well, that tells you what you need to know, guys. That tells you what you need to know. But Ayers, the women are pros. Those are WNBA players that are playing. So I feel like I put myself in the best possible shape I could be in at this point. The first game is the hardest, but once you get in kind of a flow of things, you figure things out. It's similar to the WNBA when you have back-to-backs, you have one day in between, but this is also international competition. That's what I've dealt with in the past and looking forward, hopefully at the World Cup. If I'm lucky enough to make the team, it will be the exact same scenario. Getting to play at this level for my first time back, there's no better way to get tossed into the fire. The build up to games is probably the hardest part. Once you're in the game, you're just playing, you're in a flow, but it's the build up to get to that point. For me, it's getting back into the routine of how you prepare for game days. After the first and second game, it will be second nature. I know the day of the game, I'm going to be hyped up, probably a little anxious, but in a good way. Brother, this shit here, there's an update? No, is there a real update? Like, did they go home? Did they go home then? That's the question that I want to know. Did they go home? It says it's still 8 hours, so I haven't seen her update herself. I mean, I'm gonna go in a minute, but she's sitting in the lobby right now. Like this woman's sitting in the fucking lobby, bro. She's sitting outside the building like a panhandler. Can I get $1 for some coffee? Yeah, well she tweeted that like an hour ago. She tweeted that 42 minutes ago. Did you see another tweet? Because I just refreshed it. Now I see is what she tweeted 42 minutes ago. Is there a tweet within the tweet? That's a while ago. I mean, if they had Enrique Gumbawale there, they could avoid her going to jail by going to a meeting. Like right now, let me ask you this question, bro. They're in New York, bro. Ben, this is in New York City, dude. You could go hang out with Annie Costaball right now, man. Go get in your car, drive to New York City, and go hang out with her, dude. You could go hang out and shoot the shit with her. You could be waiting outside with your microphone and be like, yo, and then take pictures, be like the paparazzi. But let me ask you this. Listen to those comments from Caitlin Clark. Does it sound like she's going to play that much? Does it sound like she thinks she's going to play that much? I got to wonder. It almost seems like she's just there. Like she's just there and not expecting a lot. Like she's just happy to be. I am happy to be here. I am happy to be here. Really? You're happy to be here. This is in hour 5. Chairs have been provided courtesy of an anonymous source. What the fuck? The WNBA told players on February 23rd that deal needed to be agreed to by the 10th or the 30th. The 30th season will face delays. That deadline is here. Now what? Well, we are here, and it is now the 11th, and we do not have a deal. So I hope the WNBA stands on business. Can't imagine. I almost wonder if if Stephanie White's going to position her to not play very much to protect her in her mind from potential injury now that she knows that she's lost a player potentially to start the season in Aaliyah Boston playing that unrivaled fucking garbage. WNBA been turning these straight college women out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bruh. Yo, I mean, at least your girl still isn't fucking turned out. I don't think she is. I think she likes dudes. I think Flage still likes dudes, don't you think? I know she has mixing tendencies, but she dresses like a chick. Whereas we know that other girls there are clearly not, but Flage dresses like a chick. I don't know, man. I wonder if they're gonna hold her out and not play her a whole lot. It just doesn't seem like I'm ready to roll. Like you can just by the sound of it, she's not running with the ones. You know what I mean? She's not running with the ones. She's running with the twos. I they start Chelsea Gray in this shit. I'm gonna be sitting here just gagging, just gagging. Let me tell you something, man. If they don't play this girl more than do I don't expect anyone to play 30 minutes. But if she plays like 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, it will be bad. It will be really bad. It'd be real bad. Wow, the first time I agree with Smelly Jamelli Hill. Wow. She posted on Twitter, never thought I'd see so many people shitting on an 83-point game. Y'all have really outdone yourselves. I actually agree with you, Jamel Hill. I am flabbergasted. I never thought I would ever agree with you on anything. The first smart thing you have said. Wow. It depends on if she plays. I'll tell you what, if they don't play her a lot, the ratings for game 2 will be a lot lower. Hey, Ben, Aaron Judge struck out to Greg Weissert to end the game tonight against Italy. We lost to fucking Italy, bro. We have a chance to be eliminated. If Mexico beats Italy, dude, we're going to be eliminated. We're going to be eliminated, dude. I'm a Heat fan. I watched the game, bro. 83 points is 83 points. I don't think she Flage. I don't think she's the 7th pick. I think her stock is dropping, bro. Dude, we were down 8-0, man. Who did we get to pitch for this fucking shit? Did we get the worst pitchers on earth? We're down 8-0. We were down 8-0. 8-0. I just came across it. It was on the timeline. I don't know. Yeah, he went over 4. He hit a home run yesterday. He helped win us the game yesterday against Mexico. Okay, he shot the bed. Yesterday he hit a homer. We won 5. We won 5-0, and then our pitching damn near gave it away. Oh, we got a comment here from Ken Swift. The owners aren't going to give the players what they want, but in order to end this, they need to give them enough that they can walk out of that room feeling like it's a win. But they're not going to give up more money. Oh, listen to the Washington Wizards crybaby coach. In the fourth quarter, it turned into not a real basketball game. Is that right? You mean when you guarded Bam Adebayo, triple teaming him 94 feet down the floor? 94 feet down the floor? It is not over, David. It is not over. Here's a comment from a major conservative. A deal won't be done because WNBA players negotiate with emotion, not logic. They don't understand or just simply refuse to understand basic economics. The WNBPA is full of irrational, jealous women who hate the fact that the face of the league is a white chick from middle America. Ooh, gosh dang. Gosh dang. Ooh, boy. Oh, look at this one. Hey, look at this. Will you look at this? Look at it. Look at this. Look at this. Tell me who is not in this photo. Tell me who is not in this photo. Tell me who's not in this photo. So we got Ray Burrell, we got Chelsea, we got Ka, we got Monique Billings, and we got Angel, we got Jackie, we got Kelsey Plum, and we got Paige. Who'd they leave out? God dang. Who they leave out now? Yes, the fuck. I mean, who did we leave out? What the fuck? So who's left on the team? So they left out Kiki Irfin. They left out Dearica Hamby. They left out. Who's left? I forgot who's on the Ryan Howard. Oh, they left her out. Oh man, left Ryan Howard out. That's 3. So that's 8. So they left out Dearica Hamby, Ryan Howard, and Kiki and Caitlin Clark. Ain't that some shit? If Caitlin, well, first of all, I'm gonna be at an event, so I won't be able to watch the game, so I can't get shirtless there. But I'm just not understanding. Like you, it's just I love how they left out all the white players. They did. These 2 girls ain't white in their brains, man. These girls aren't white, even though they're whiter than white. They're whiter than my ass cheeks. Brian Howard is a shot chucker. They didn't want any shot chuckers in there. And Kiki Irfin's too proper. And Dearica Hamby is against the league because she sued the league. Is the photo cropped? I don't know. I don't know. Is it? I have no idea. I want to know where the rest of the photo is. If there's cropped, it looks like a selfie, bro. See if we see anything else stupid in here. That's Bam Adebayo being guarded by 1, 2, 3 motherfuckers. They fouled him again there. Yeah. Stop crying. I love how everyone cries. The motherfucker got 83 points. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. Why would this pop up on my feed? Why is this popping up? Am I maybe like Rampage Jackson now? Why is this popping up on my feed? Is it because I cover the WNBA that this is popping up on my goddamn feed? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh, this man literally said, you talk about they don't play defense, but they're an NBA team. Oh my goodness. I look at the WNBA, bro. What are you talking about? You understand that when you cover the WNBA, you get fuck shit on your timeline? You don't understand the bullshit that ends up on your timelines covering covering women's basketball. I get all kinds of homosexuality, transgendered stuff, all the stuff that I don't roll with, and it pops up all over my feed. And I don't create the algorithm. I don't create the algorithm. Like, get out of here. This is lunacy. This is straight up lunacy, man. You covered women's basketball. You see what the hell happens. It starts popping up on your feed, man. It gets funky. It gets funky, 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 funky. It's funky. Damn right. It gets weird. Oh. Hey man, I like it. I don't dislike LSU, man. Seriously, I don't. I don't like Mulkey. I think Mulkey's a fucking lunatic. And I think she's so goddamn full of herself, but I don't dislike LSU. I never liked South Carolina. Like I don't like South Carolina. I acknowledge and admit I do not like Don Staley. I do not like that team. I never liked that team. If I could have a team win, you want to know who I want to win? Who I would love to win? I would love for Notre Dame to win. And I hate Notre Dame as a football school, but I love Hannah Hidalgo. So I want Hannah Hidalgo to win. Shit. Like I want Hannah Hidalgo to win. That's my girl. That's the girl that I want to win. I want to see a second round game with Notre Dame and TCU. That's what I want to see. I want to see TCU, Notre Dame, second round, 3-6. That's what I want to see. That is what I want. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't like either of them personally. I'm not a fan of I don't like South Carolina. I'm a Tanaya Latson fan. They fucking screwed her. She should never have gone there. The day she decided to transfer to that fucking school, I knew that she was fucking herself. I knew she was screwing herself. I knew it. I expected it. It's unfortunate. Her numbers are in the toilet. Two players who really ruined themselves are Sarah Williams and Tanaya Latson. They ruined themselves. Sarah Williams might not be a top 2 round pick now, let alone she was a projected first round pick last year. Now she's not even in the top 2 rounds in some mock drafts. Latson's end of round one now. She has really fallen, you know, because you don't know what she is. She's a 5'8" combo and she's too small. So it's like, yeah, it's messy, bro. But anyhow, people, I'm about to jump off of here. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. There's nothing left to look at. Maybe we'll see what the hell tomorrow. Who knows? But y'all have a great night, man. Appreciate y'all jumping on board, man. All right. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't done so yet. I do have that secondary channel. If you haven't seen it yet, it is Daily Pulse with Rudy. So do check that out. The Daily Pulse with Rudy is I'm trending. I'm moving that away from the sports realm and I'm moving it to news and hot topics and shit like that. So I am talking about the stuff going on in Iran a little bit, giving my opinion. I'm not a huge political guy. I like to stay away from that shit, but it's interesting, and who knows what else I'll talk about? Who knows? But say something mean. Say something mean. Y'all have a great night. One love. It's her game, her way. Women's basketball. Papa, come on now, the podcast. Come on now.